Hey everyone, my name is Feiyun and welcome to Genshin Impact 4 Lantern Rite 2025 for the Chinese New Year. And if you're wondering why am I at the Jade Palace, it's because, like I said, I am nearby Liyue Harbor to initiate the quest that has been going on since yesterday. This is Springtime Charms, where, again, it is another year. And when the new year comes, there's always a follow-up of the Chinese New Year. And at the end of the quest, we will end up getting some decoration and attending some new, I guess, mini-games to play around with. So, I hope you guys really enjoyed this video as well as the last video, because I will not stop playing this game for much time until I achieved everything I can, well, here in his way. Also, I've been seeing things a lot lately when I look at everywhere. Like, for instance, did you know that the very little... let me put the arrow. That area right there, from what I can tell and from what I can look at, that is Celestia. Basically, I guess an island, a floating castle or island of some sort. And as the year goes by, that thing has been going down. Like, it used to be way up in the sky, but it's now going down. Just a little follow-up reminder. So, let's go ahead and head to Liyue Harbor. Oh, look, it's Hu Tao. Also, I forgot to mention, unfortunately for me, when deciding to try and figure out a voice pack, if you guys didn't choose, I would end up having to choose it myself, and I would have chosen the Japanese voice acting. Unfortunately for me, that's going to take a lot of space, and I don't have that much space on my PC. So unfortunately, I couldn't find anything to get rid of. So you're going to have to be stuck with voiceless talents. In which I heard good news about the strike. Although it's still going on, they found some good news. And it's all, and the issue was, it was all about the studio that Hoyo Force worked for. I'm not sure if I'm obligated to speak about this issue, but basically, they were getting unpaid. They were forced to do they were trying to force contracts into them, and something about them being used for AI voicing, which is ridiculous in itself. And for some reason, I guess Hoyo stepped up and they found a better studio that worked with games like Wuthering Waves or Arknights, which I'm very proud of. So it might still be a while before any of the English VAs come back to Genshin Impact. They may not make it to the Lantern Rite on some of them, but I believe in future content they will be fully voiced. Thank God.
Look, it's Hu Tao!
I know.
She looks kind of troubled. Shall we go say hi?
Forgive my rambling.
Hey! Stop right there, heroes!
Hey, I'm glad you weren't not voiced, but still voiced indeed. I missed you.
What the? Oh, Xiaoling!
Xiaoling, hey.
I was just kidding around. Happy Lantern Rite. Hope I didn't scare ya. Nah, of course not. We were just about to go say hi to Hu Tao.
I noticed, which is why I stopped you. We can't disturb her now or we won't get to see the brand spanking new Director Hu.
What do you mean by that?
Well, I gave her a new outfit as a gift, but she's so used to her uniform that she's hesitant to try it on.
Oh, that's adorable. And it's the outfit that they're showcasing, which I am hesitant to get.
Ooh, what kind of outfit is it?
A bright red one, of course. The color of prosperity and the color of Lantern Rite. But just so you're aware, Hu Tao's not really been herself lately. Whenever I invite her to hang out, she either finds an excuse not to come or spends the whole time staring into space. I've tried asking her what's wrong, but she won't even admit there's a problem. Anyway, so that outfit was my way of saying that I'm here as her friend, and I hope she'll feel better soon.
Paimon was just thinking that she looked kind of troubled.
But you never seen Hu Tao like this before. What could it possibly be? Just then, you feel something cool against your face. Someone has crept up behind you and is now covering your eyes. Guess who? I recognize those dulcet tones anywhere, Xiaoling. Happy Lantern Rite, who directed who? Of course! Ah, wonderful! You still remember my voice. That means you must have missed me a lot. I actually do, to be honest. And you're already wearing your new outfit. That's pretty nice. Hehe. Happy Lantern Rite! I am very sorry if I'm voicing every character, but hey, it helps me keep track, right? Also, look. That is adorable posing right there, you know? I like the glasses, to be honest.
Wow, Hu Tao! Is that a new outfit? It looks great!
Yeah! All thanks to Xiaoling. Apparently, it was a custom made by a designer from Fontaine. I hope it didn't put you out too much.
Nope. The tailor happened to be in Liyue looking for a change of scenery and fresh inspiration. We got talking and really hit it off. So it was no trouble at all.
Well, that's good. Thanks again, Xiaoling. You have exquisite taste.
Oh, stop! I'm just glad you like it.
So, Hu Tao, what's been bothering you? Why would you ask that? Is it the tone of my tone of voice? Not as sweet and melodious as you're used to?
Your voice is as sweet as ever, Hu Tao, but we're your friends. You can't hide how you're feeling from us, no matter how hard you may try.
Although I would have noticed how sweet the voice was if there was actually a voice. Sorry, I'm screaming into a cup for no reason. Like, I was just drinking some infusion water and it's like, I feel refreshed. Now I feel disgusted. Alright. I wasn't trying to hide anything from you. I promise. It's just, I've been struggling with a work-related thing.
Work-related? You mean the funeral parlor?
Uh-huh. So you see, it's a part of my duty as director. Besides, it's Lantern Rite. I don't want you worrying about me when you're supposed to be enjoying the festival. So relax. Everything will be A-okay, because Director Hu will find a way.
You stressing about work? That's gotta be a first. Guess it must be something super complicated, huh?
Yep, it's a doozy. I feel like I've been banging my head against a brick wall. Let's go get kitchen. Girl, it's late for me, so I'm gonna do a little bit of the video, so she'll know what to do.
Huh? You think Kuching would be able to help?
She can at least teach Hu Tao about work-life balance.
Good idea! Especially since it's festival season. I heard the Ministry of Civil Affairs is putting on a street fair with loads of cool stuff to do. Forget about work for now, Hu Tao. Come have fun with us.
Yeah! Take some time to relax and recover your energy. Then you'll knock this thing out in no time.
I'd love to, but I'm afraid I have a meeting to get to. A real meeting. I'm not just making excuses.
Aw, really? You sure you can't get out of it?
How about this? Ugh. You guys go on ahead, and I'll meet you at the fair when I'm done. Sound good?
Okay, fair enough. But don't take too long. And after the fair, how about we all have a meal at Wanmin restaurant? My treat, of course.
Count me in. I can never turn down Xiaoling's cooking.
Me neither! Paimon's drooling already.
Sounds like a plan. Hope your meeting goes well, Hu Tao. Don't worry about me. Get yourselves to the fair. I'll join you as soon as I can. And I know for the fact that there are 3 acts here. Or at least 3 quests. I think. I'm not sure. Oh, look. Oh, look at that. Looks like it's a new I guess, decoration here. At first it was some sort of demon thing or Oni thing, and now it's a blossoming tree root. It's been a while since I've been to a Lantern Rite. This is the custom gift envelope stall. You can pick your preferred design, leave a custom message, and hand them out to friends and family. If you're interested, Madam Lan Yan, please take a look.
I take it these coins go inside the envelope?
Oh, damn it! There I go again. press in the spacebar.
I take it these coins go inside the envelope? They look a little different from regular Mora.
My apologies. I was just getting my hands ready for the keyboard and accidentally pressed space. So that's right. These are special edition Fontaine coins issued by the Coinage Office. There are 12 designs in total, each engraved with motifs from the Guanyan sigils and that represent different blessings. Take this one, for example. This design is...
The sign of Vice Ravana! Yes, originally an exorcism sigil, widely used in thaumaturgy. These days, it's used as a lucky charm to prevent disaster and bring favor. Quite popular with business owners, hoping for peace and prosperity. Oh, I interrupted you, didn't I? Oh, sorry. I just got a little carried away. I meant no offense, Lady Yuhang.
No taken, Madeline. Really, it's my honor to meet a member of the historic Lan lineage. Your ancestors hailed from the 12 tribes of Chenyu Vale, and were renowned for their proficiency in the mystic arts.
You flatter me, Lady Yuhang. My family are but distant relatives. We would hardly consider ourselves the true heirs to that illustrious lineage.
There's no need to be humble. Your knowledge of the Guanyan sigils is very impressive, a rare find in the Liyue Harbor of today. True or error or not, you do your ancestors proud, and given your level of erudition in this area, I may find myself requesting your help in the future.
Well, I won't deny that I pride myself in my level of learning. So by all means, it would be my pleasure to assist the Lady Yuhang.
Ka-ching! Hard at work with the festivities as usual, huh?
Traveler Paimon, and Xiaoling too. I was just thinking about you this morning, wondering if I get to see you during the festival. I hope you're keeping a reasonable work-life balance this year. Oh, don't even go there. The Ministry of Civil Affairs has had so much to do in this Lantern Rite. Oh, before I forget, everyone, this is Madame Lan Yan, a master craftswoman from the Chenyu Vale Artisans Association. She kindly agreed to help the Ministry of Civil Affairs with this year's street affair. In a short while, you'll get to see her work.
Wow, nice to meet you, Madame Lan.
Madame Lan, allow me to introduce...
The Traveler, her buddy Paimon, and Xiaoling. Hello.
Haha, it seems like you're getting carried away again, Madame Lan.
Oh, sorry. Interrupted again, didn't I? Oh. It's just quite exciting. Meeting these 3 people I've heard so much about. I never imagined I'd get the chance.
I think you mean 2 people, right? I'm just a chef. A good one, but it's not that much to get excited about. You don't need to include me just to be polite.
Oh, I beg to differ. The first meal I ate in Liyue Harbor was at Wanmin Restaurant. Xiaoling's cooking gave my taste buds plenty to be excited about.
Sorry about that. Hello, Madame Lan. Nice to meet a master craftswoman.
Please, call me Lan Yan. And I'm no master craftswoman. Just a humble maker of handicrafts.
I'm sure anyone who's seen your work would disagree. Speaking of which, I'm sure you all like to see it. Why don't you come with me and I'll show you.
Rev the engines!
Ooh. Ooh. Here it is. This is a game for a street fair where you duel a rattan figures called. It's called Immortal Combat. There are 8 rattan figures in total, and thanks to some ingenious design work, they can move around on their own. Madame Lan took inspiration from the legend of the 8 adepts. The 8 adepts. Astonishing, isn't it?
Sounds amazing! But what are the 8 adepts? Are they like adepti?
They're not actual adepti, but 8 legendary people who said to have had adeptus-like abilities, which earned them the title of the 8 adepts.
Wow,
Wow, Paimon's never heard that story before.
They were only around for a short time, and it was 2,000 or 3,000 years ago, so their stories aren't nearly as well known as those of the actual Adepti. Also, did you notice this year's Mingxiao lantern when you arrived in the harbor?
Shaped like a huge tree, right?
Yep. Yes, it's said that during the Archon War period, there was a divine mountain in Liyue with a giant tree on its summit. A tree who was also a god named Taudo, or Taudu.
Oh, I think I heard that one from a storyteller once. The sanctification of Taudu. So Taudu is the giant tree?
And this tree was also a god? Correct. Back then, people thought that behind Taudu was the realm of the dead, and if you committed grave sins in life, your soul will be unable to pass beyond that tree and into the afterlife.
Even today, in my hometown, people still say things like, "You'll never cross Mount Taudu when you die." It's very insulting though, so don't go around repeating it.
When the Archon War arrived, Taudu was dragged into the fighting, disturbing the realm of the dead. The boundary between life and death became blurred, and death began to encroach on the realm of the living.
Oh no! And then what?
Everybody died.
That's where the sanctification of Taudu comes in. The 8 adepts rose up to solve the crisis, and laid down a great magic array to purify Taudu.
Exactly. After that, Taudu's remains sank into the ley lines and became a border, separating the living of Liyue from the dead.
Wait, the border? The border between life and death? That's where it comes from?
So the legends say, but who knows if it's true?
Those 8 adepts must be super powerful if they could purify a god. Are we sure they weren't just adepti?
Yep. And in fact, their tale specifically emphasizes that most of them were ordinary humans.
If I remember right, they were from several groups that joined forces. A Guixiang one, a Lianxiang one, and...
Right, the 3 hermits of Guizang, the 2 sages of Lianshan, and the 3 beasts of Taudu. Collectively, the 8 adepts. The mainstream narrative holds that the Guizang hermits and the Lianshan sages were human.
I know one of the hermits was Wind Reader, said to be the founder of the ancient art of Qimeng divination. If I'm not mistaken, he hailed from the 12 tribes of Chenyu Vale. His descendants became the Lan clan, and kept the art of Qimeng divination alive. Madame Lan, correct me if I'm wrong?
That's certainly what the clan genealogies claim, although my personal knowledge of Qimeng divination is very patchy.
The second hermit's story is somewhat more amusing. He mastered the art of fishing with a rod and line, and became known to the people as the Yunlai Angler. You may have heard of Yunlai swordsmanship, which is the style I trained in. Both that style and its more ancient variant have their origins in the Yunlai angler rods wielding techniques.
Seriously? Did Shinsho tell you that? Because it sounds like something right out of a martial arts novel. So what about the third hermit?
That would be the Wu Wang kid, also known as Old Man Wu Wang. The story goes that he always presented himself in child form. As a hermit, his expertise lay with Qi Huang sigils, which he used to catch demons, heal disease, and protect lives from the encroaching presence of death. The Wangshang funeral parlor should be best acquainted with this story, since their founders were said to have studied under the Wu Wang kid. They were just ordinary people like you and me, but when faced with mounting disasters, they used what strength they had to guard the border between life and death. Fortunately, they were aided by their knowledge of a secret art, which the funeral parlor still practices to this day.
So it's true? The Wangsheng funeral parlor really does have a secret art?
I heard from Hu Tao that she has a flaming staff handed down by her forebears. Apparently it has special powers used for cleansing rituals. But it could just be another one of her tall tales. Oh, you probably haven't met Hu Tao yet, have you? She's the director at the funeral parlor.
I've never had the pleasure, but I've certainly heard of Director Hu Tao.
Okay, well, these Guizhong hermits sound pretty legit. How about the two sages and the three beasts? What's their story?
One was Sage Hu, a master of the gourd art crafts, and the other was Sage Jian, an expert in bronze mirrors. Very little information survives on these two. All we know is that they practice the secret art of Lianshan, earning them the title of the two sages of Lianshan.
I heard there's a hidden palace deep in the mountains south of the Stone Gate. Traditionally, that's believed to be where they retreated for cultivation.
As for the three beasts, their retreat was Mount Taodu, hence the three beasts of Taodu. As their title suggests, those three were not humans.
So, what were they? Monsters or something?
They were Ganyu.
Huh? All three of them?
Nope, Shishi Songya. No, I forgot about this one. Happy Lantern Rite, everyone. I know for the fact that in Lantern Rite, there are about at least 10 characters in the game that are not voiced. It's just a shame, really.
Oh, right. Ganyu's here. Okay.
Happy Lantern Rite, Ganyu. I'm sorry. I hope I'm not interrupting anything.
Of course not.
Nope. What is it? Ning Wan's back? Yes, the others have arrived too. Got it. Thanks. My apologies, everyone, but I've got to go. Ganyu and I have some important work to attend to.
Aw, what? Not you too? Seems like everyone's busy with work.
You know what it's like. The festival season is upon us, so it's all systems go at the Ministry of Civil Affairs. Don't worry, everything's fine. Yes, you should focus on enjoying everything that the street fair has to offer. And if you find anything is not to your satisfaction, we will welcome your feedback. Bye for now, everyone. Shame. 1 second, Ganyu. What is it, traveler? Don't forget to take breaks. Look after yourself.
The traveler's being especially nice today, checking in on everyone's well-being.
Well, what other option does she have? It's not like she can drag them away from their desks and force them to have fun against their will.
Thanks for your concern. We'll be sure to take care, and I hope you'll do the same.
I actually have something I need to do as well. So I should get to the Wangshang funeral parlor.
Oh, are you looking for Hu Tao? She's supposed to meet us here so we can grab lunch. Why don't you come with? If you don't mind the extra company, of course.
Not at all. I'd love to. What a nice surprise.
Perfect! Hu Tao should have joined us here by now. I guess her meeting overran. Why don't we head to the funeral parlor?
Okay, let's go.
Alright. Okay, now we've got the event menu, which is pretty cool. So, what is this? Travel Archive. What is this? I got an active character. What is this? What is this? What even is this? Envelopes motifs. What? Okay. Okay, so let me take a look at this. So there's, what is that? Ming Xiao blessing Yao Yao. Okay. What is even this, though? The Ministry of Civil Affairs will place various festive toys throughout the Liyue Harbor. During the Lantern Rite, visit these toy locations to increase your festive travel journal progress and redeem corresponding rewards. So in the lamp-lit entertainment menu, you can check on the location of each festive toy within Liyue Harbor. Use normal attacks to activate the festive coins and cause them to rotate. Toggle them correctly to increase the progress. Use sightseeing scopes to catch glimpse of sights afar. Successfully view these extraordinary vistas to increase your festive travel journal progress. Use attack to launch tubes and... Okay. Point towards specified pictures that they can even fire off corresponding fireworks. Okay. Okay, so... Alright, what is this in Mortal Kombat? I got an 8 Adeptus masks, huh? Alright. Custom gift envelope. Let me take a look. Okay, we got our, Alright, so we got our stuff here. I mean, I could, do a lot. What is this? Swirling butterflies, that's... Ah, I think that's the quest line, right? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 quests, I believe. And these are the launch tube and all. Actually, you know what? I think I'm just going to go buy these locations and see if I can do much more here.
What are all these Mora for? They're huge and so shiny.
Lady Yuhong said they're fortune coins. Go on, give them a rub. It'll bring you good luck.
Alright, fortune coins is it. I've already did that. Let's see, I think I know one of them was here, I believe. Alright. Huh. Hey, that weird. Okay, that's cool. Alright. And I think there's a sightseeing thing right here. Okay. I guess I'll take the picture of that. I don't think there's anything like that, but just bunch of Halo trolls just watching the fireworks. Yeah. Yeah, okay, I got that right there. Alright. So that's pretty funny, I guess.
Rev the engines!
Alright, where is this? Alright, where's that other? Right here? Ooh, okay. That's another weird thing. Alright. Yeah, very unique imagery, I believe. Ah, I've already got a new motif. Har, har, har. There we are. Earlier, just outside the funeral parlor. So in other words, Butler On, you'd like to go without the drums.
Exactly. Since this has come at such a festive time, I'd rather keep things low-key to avoid disturbing the celebrations.
Understood. What about the paper effigies for burning? We can do mansions, chariots, boats, and sedan chairs.
Sure, but let's stick with something small. His lordship has never been a fan of ostentation.
In that case, how about an effigy of a silk gown? Something to please the family, but not too over the top. Does that sound alright?
It sounds perfect. You think of everything, Director Hu.
Great. And how will you be providing your own scenery best casket?
Yes. His lordship had one made 2 years ago, in fact. He sourced an excellent block of gloomwood and had an artisan convert it into a casket. It's currently being stored at the old family house at Yilong Wharf.
Gloomwood is a good choice. Flame resistant, water resistant, and insect resistant. Now, what about the mourning tent and the procession? Did the family say what style they want? We could certainly keep them simple, but I wouldn't recommend foregoing them entirely. You don't want the public speculating about why the Feiyun Commerce Guild couldn't seem to afford a proper funeral.
It's like you read my mind. Master expressed the same concern, but he also said he has full confidence in the Wangshang Funeral Parlor's judgment in this area.
Very well then. Then my suggestion for the tent would be sloped roofs. Sloped roofs, one with a ridge spine, 2 of them curved at the top, 36 seats, no more, no less, and all with fresh silk covers. But not just any silk. They should be decorated with the Feiyun symbols. At the front, we want a moongate, a grand preceptor armchair, and bamboo railings. Sufficiently grand, but tasteful and measured. Would this be suitable, on?
That sounds ideal. Oh, and we should put some rugs down. Make them tortoiseshell. His lordship is very fond of that color.
Alright. That can be arranged. How about the procession?
Master requested no music procession, but 16 pallbearers. Nothing flashy. Plain clothes will do, as long as they're smart and all dressed the same.
And the carriage?
Open sedan chair, please, with 4 pairs of white plaques and 20 pairs of red plaques.
And any ceremonial weaponry and such?
Yes. 2 sets of gold weaponry and 2 sets of soul banners, 4 items per set.
Okay, for the gold weaponry, a 4-piece set would be the mace, battle axe, stirrup, and fist. So 2 of each of these, and then we could do 2 clear passage banners, plus 2 each of the flying tiger, flying carp, and flying turtle banners.
That will do nicely.
Alright, last thing. How about the hanging banner and the portrait pavilion?
For the hanging banner, we want an octagonal tube with 8 tassels per corner and a dome of red gauze covering the top. As for the portrait pavilion, we're looking to do 1 incense pavilion with 2 spare rooms. One is a changing room, the other is a display room, and we'd like a plain white cover over the whole thing.
Alright, I'll be right back for a moment. Okay, I am back, and I am sorry that took a little longer than usual. Did you want the embroidered? Sorry. Did you want that embroidered?
Ah, I knew I missed something. The family neglected to consider that in their sorrow, but it's a minor detail. What would your suggestion be?
Well, the Feiyun Commerce Guild is a large and prosperous family with 4 generations living under one roof. As the founder of this family, his lordship could not be more blessed. Added to that, he has reached all ripe old age, lived a virtuous life, and is spending his final days in peace and comfort. All in all, he has lived a very complete life. In which case, I'd recommend embroidering a bats of longevity motif and a cranes and deer of youth motif to pass on his good fortune to the next generation.
Excellent! I must say, Director Hu, you really understand your clients.
Of course. Think nothing of it. Huh? Ah, Miss Bai Wen.
Greetings, Director Hu. Lady Ningguang has arrived, and she would be most grateful if you could join her at Yujing Terrace.
Wow, that was quick. Alright, I'll head over in 2 ticks. Butler On, my sincere apologies, but I'm afraid I have another meeting to get to.
Of course. I've taken plenty of your time already. Don't let me keep you.
Very. Can I leave you to follow up on the Feiyun funeral arrangement?
Of course, Director. I'll handle it.
2 meetings in 1 day.
The Hu family is truly blessed. It seems their directors go from strength to strength with each generation.
I agree. She was born for the job.
Yes, Madam Undertaker. I didn't get the chance to discuss payment with the director.
There's no rush. I gathered from your conversation that the situation is still unfolding. This was just an initial meeting, so that we can make advanced preparations, yes?
That's right. Master asked me to come a few days ahead of time so that things aren't rushed at the last minute. On that note, please do keep everything strictly confidential for now. No public announcements.
Of course. You have my word.
Thanks. Could I trouble you for a pro forma invoice? Easier for the family to review that way.
I'll get that to you in due course. Oh, hello. Can I help you?
You were just too late.
Hey, Fairy! We're looking for Hu Tao. Is she here?
You just missed her, unfortunately. She's attending a meeting elsewhere.
Oh. Any idea when she'll be back?
She didn't say, but she only left a moment ago. She could be some time. If it's anything urgent, I'd be happy to take a message for you, and I'll relay it to her as soon as she returns.
Oh, no, it's nothing urgent.
If you'd prefer to speak with her directly, you can always wait till she's free.
Well, this sucks. I thought Hu Tao would be done with work by now. I guess she's got more on her plate than we realized. Well, there's not much point in hanging around here. Why don't we go eat and come back later? Paimon is getting a little hungry. But shouldn't we wait for Hu Tao? It sounded like she's gonna be a while. Besides, I can always fire up the stove again once she's back. Okay, sounds good. Madam Lan, you must be getting hungry too, right? You should come with us. Madam Lan?
Oh, sorry. I spaced out. Whatever works for you.
Alright, Fairy, we'll head off then. Can you let Hu Tao know where we are when she gets back?
Sure. Take care, everyone. Butler Ann?
Ma'am, do you happen to know who that young lady with the black hair is?
I haven't met her before, but that silver swallow hairpiece makes me wonder if she's from Chenyu Vale.
Chenyu Vale,
Something the matter?
Well, it's just... So the other day, when I was out shopping, I ran into her and Master. They were chatting away, and I noticed that she showed him a very peculiar-looking rattan figure. Later that day, as I was moving his lordship to a more comfortable bedroom, I saw something underneath his bed. And would you know it, it was that same rattan figure. There was some kind of spell written on it. It was icy cold to the touch and made the whole room chilly. The whole thing seems very sinister.
Oh my goodness. Are you suggesting that there could be unnatural causes behind his lordship's condition?
I bet it's voodoo. Sorry.
Well, I've heard they practice Chi-Man magic in Chenyu Vale. Pen-head fortune conveyance, fate transference, and the like.
The last thing I want to do is start suspecting anyone, but... With his lordship bedridden and Master urging me to start discussing funeral arrangements, I can't help but think. Sorry, look at me rambling away. I'm sure I'm just being paranoid. Please forget I said anything, and certainly don't repeat this to anyone else.
Don't worry, Butler Anne. The Wangsheng Funeral Parlor understands the importance of discretion. Client confidentiality is paramount.
I smell a conspiracy. A terrible, terrible conspiracy. That's gonna have to wait until tomorrow, because I am very sleepy and it's 11, very late, so I'll see you all tomorrow. Okay, looks like I'm about to find the rest of these things. I actually want to show you all these things, so let's see what's next here. Oh, look. There's a bunch of morons celebrating with fireworks.
Dad, I brought some friends over. I'm cooking today. Dad? Dad!
A restaurant with no chef? Weird.
Over here, Xiaoling.
Oh, that's how you sound like.
Oh, there he is. He's over at Ying R's place. Let's go say hi.
Oh, I remember Yingar.
Huh? Timaeus? What's wrong with him?
What's going on with him?
That scent.
Ah, this is so embarrassing. A few days ago, he said he wanted to come and spend the festival with me, but he started to feel unwell as soon as he arrived last night, and now he's gone and passed out.
Why do you have to make it sound like you're the one to make it like, I don't know what. She's always the weirdest character I've ever encountered. She makes everything seem like, I guess, seductive?
I think maybe the journey took it out of him, or perhaps he caught a cold on the way. Anyway, I was about to take him to Boo Boo Pharmacy to see the doctor, so I asked Chef Mao to watch the store while I'm gone.
Wait, you weren't gonna carry him all that way by yourself, were you? Let us help.
I couldn't possibly ask that of you.
Don't mention it. Let's just get him to the doctor.
If you're sure. I'm very grateful for the help.
Why don't I watch the store? As it happens, I know a thing or two about perfume.
I'm sorry, I don't believe I've had the pleasure.
Oh, this is Madame Lan Yan, a craftswoman from Chenyu Vale. You can trust her.
Oh, a friend of yours then. Thank you, Madame Lan Yan. That would be a huge help.
Xiaoling, I guess that means we're free to head back. Let's get cooking so the troops can feast on their triumphant return.
Great minds think alike, Dad. Go on, get Timaeus to Boo Boo Pharmacy. And don't forget to come eat when you're done.
Thank you all.
Meanwhile, you bring Timaeus to Boo Boo Pharmacy, where Baiju takes him to the back of the room for examination. You are surprised to see two other familiar faces there. Oh, Jingyu. Traveler Paimon, it's been a long time. Another one who is lost to the VA strikes. And you as well. Happy Lantern Rite. Happy Lantern Rite, Jingyu and Chongyun. Thank you. Here's hoping it will be...
What do you mean by that? Oh no, did you get sick too?
No, not me. Jingyu. It's alright. These are dear friends. The truth needn't to be hidden from them. It's my great-grandfather. A few days ago, he didn't have the strength to get out of bed. And now he's slipped into a coma.
Oh no! Sorry to hear that. That sounds really serious.
It's not looking good. We've had several doctors come and see him, but none of them could tell what's wrong. And all left without even writing a prescription.
None of them could figure out what it was? That seems strange.
Well, he is over 100 years old now, Jesus Christ. And it's just, we're struggling to come to terms with it. Our butler came to see me a few days ago, insisting that great-grandfather has been cursed. He urged me to get an exorcist involved. So I went to take a look, and inside his lordship's room, there was definitely a strange chill in the air, but I'm confident it's not cursed by evil spirits. Then what is it? Well, this is just a theory, but I think that it's fine. You can say it's Fitor. It's how do you say it? Fitor of death? A sign that death is near.
Oh no. Xingqiu, this must be so hard for you.
Thank you. I'll be okay. Honestly, my father and grandfather are the hardest hit by it. But we're as prepared as we can be under the circumstances. I believe my brother's already contacted the funeral parlor, and I'm here to see if Dr. Baiju can help. My father and grandfather are home, fasting and praying.
Feeling any better?
Much better. I feel fit as a twiddle. I'm sure this is all because I forgot to eat breakfast.
It's fit as a fiddle, dear. As in the instrument, not the finger twitching.
It's nothing serious. Probably just exhaustion from the long journey. Then not resting properly afterwards.
It's all my fault.
No, it's not.
I'm prescribing a nutritious soup to be taken every night before bed. Here's the recipe. That should sort him out. But if his symptoms persist, make sure to come and see me again.
Thank you, Dr. Baiju.
Looks like Timaeus is gonna be alright. That's a relief.
Yinger says you helped me bring me here. Thank you ever so much. Don't mention it.
Yingar, you should probably get this guy back right away. Baiju says he needs to rest.
Agreed. Plus, I shouldn't keep Madame Lan Yan waiting too long. Drop by later when you've got a second, so I can thank you both properly.
I'm not sure what you mean by that, but yeah. Dr. Baiju.
Ah, Master Xingqiu. I won't beat around the bush. The situation is looking a little more complicated than I'd initially thought.
What do you mean? Oh, not the snake too! Baiju wasn't speaking the whole truth just now. Timaeus' situation is exceptionally strange, and strikingly similar to his lordship's condition. Wait, so Timaeus has the same illness as my great-grandfather?
It would appear so, although it's debatable whether it is an illness per se. The truth is, they are both aging at an accelerated rate.
I am sorry? What? Really?
Yes, significantly faster than the average person. But so far, I have not managed to determine the cause.
Not only does it mystify Baiju, even I've never witnessed such malady. Unless, of course, it was so long ago that I have forgotten. Timaeus is in his prime of his life, so a little extra exhaustion is nothing dangerous. But his lordship is so advanced in years already. That's terrible. So something has surreptitiously cutting... what the hell? I was reading that little word here, and my phone thought I was calling for Siri. Cutting years off their lives.
Cutting years off their lives? What a turn of phrase. That sounds horrible.
Baiju even tried using the secret art on Timaeus earlier, but it was useless. This is a most stubborn disease.
There are a few other remedies I can try, even if it's just trial and error at this point. This morning I sent Chi-Chi to Mount Qingsa to look for a certain herb. There's still a chance we might turn things around if we're lucky. Oh, and speaking of Qingsa, has his lordship been there recently, Master Xingqiu?
To Qingsa village, you mean? Yes, we visit there every year during Lantern Rite to run a clinic. But this year, before the clinic had even started, they sent someone all the way here to ask for medical advice. The situation seems urgent.
And then the patient from Mondstadt, who I just saw, tells me he stopped off in Qingsa village during his journey. I can't help but wonder if there's some connection.
So you think there might be something going on in Qingsa village? If I'm not mistaken, I do believe great-grandfather visited some friends in Qingsa village not too long ago. My father went with him. Aha! Just as we suspected. What is it? I heard the rumors about a god's remains in Qingsa. Is that what's causing this? God's remains? Which one? Well, firstly, I read about this in a book I bought from a street vendor, so it's not the most credible source. But the book told of a hidden palace in the Qingsa mountain range called the Hidden Palace of Zhou Formula. It is enchanted with the 7 and 8 gates method, with which it suppressed countless evil spirits, the most revered of them being a god known as Tao Du.
Wait, so Tao Du's remains? That's what's causing this mystery illness?
Not to steal anyone's thunder, but while I do suspect a connection with Qingsa village, I highly doubt that god remains are the cause.
That's right. The slightest trace of God's remains, and Baizhu and I would surely have sensed them.
Good point. Then what could be the true cause?
Master Xingqiu, I will head to Qingsa village to investigate further after Chi-Chi returns. Hopefully, I will have more answers after that.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Yeah, we're pros at gathering stuff. Just tell us where to go and we'll track down those herbs, no problem.
I am most grateful for the offer. I'll be sure to let you know if I need your assistance.
Thank you for everything, Dr. Baizhu.
Merely doing my duty.
Well, you take care of yourself too, Baizhu.
Don't worry about me. I'm keenly aware of my limits.
Traveler Paimon, it was good to see you, but now I must return home and relay Dr. Baiju's words to my family. I'll come with you. I want to take another look at his lordship's room. Very well. Bye, everyone. And don't worry about me. I'm doing fine. In all honesty, I've never been as close with my great-grandfather as my father and grandfather. Given his age, he already wasn't speaking much by the time I was around.
Hey, come on now. We get that you don't want us to worry, but there's no need to downplay it, alright? We should be supporting you here, not the other way around.
Paimon's a lot smarter than I remember. I guess it's been a long time since we last met.
Hey! Paimon's always been smart.
Until food and morals evolved. You know, recently a phrase that Hu Tao always says has been on my mind a lot. Live in life, die in death. But she must be exceptionally busy these days, as I've barely seen her at all. So how about we all go for a meal together in a few days' time, when everything's calmed down? Sounds great. I'm free whenever. Then it's decided. See you in a few days.
Even though Baizhu ruled out God remains as the cause, Paimon still wants to get to the bottom of this Tao Du business. Oh, it's a shame Kuching had to disappear before she could tell us more.
Well, Lan Yan seems quite knowledgeable about it too.
True. Then let's head back and ask her. Come on, Xiaoling's waiting on us too.
Before that, whoosh.
Ah, you're back. Thanks again for helping me get Timaeus to the doctor. Please, take this Mora as a small token of our gratitude.
You shouldn't have. I barely lifted a finger. Well, that's gotta be an understatement. I doubt you carried me all the way to Boo Boo Pharmacy by one finger. Honorary Knight, I can't thank you enough. Please, let us give you something for your efforts.
Paimon thinks you're misunderstanding what that phrase means, but okay.
You'll have to excuse him. I think his efforts to learn the local dialect have fried the language part of his brain.
Alright, well, no more studying for you. Go get some rest. Doctor's orders. And if you take a turn for the worse, get back to Boo Boo Pharmacy right away.
By the way, where did Lan Yan go?
Ah, yes. I almost forgot to mention. She said she went to catch up with Director Hu. She told me to pass on the message.
Wait, so she left?
Really. Yinger, I like 3... Oh, what's this? Is Scent of Spring under a new management?
Perish the thought. Miss Yingar had to run an errand, so I'm just watching the shop until she gets back.
Aha, I see. Well, Miss Temporary New Management, could I trouble you for 3 boxes of red dust under rolling clouds?
Red dust under rolling clouds. I think that rings a bell. Not a scent the average young lady would choose, though.
Correct. So you probably won't find it on the shelves. More likely hidden in a corner at the back somewhere. Would you mind digging it out?
Not at all. One moment. Here. Is this what you're looking for? If I'm not mistaken, it's used exclusively for ritual purposes.
Oh, a lady of culture, I see. That is not common knowledge.
Let me wrap this up for you.
Wait. I see it now. You're from the Lan lineage of Chenyu Vale, aren't you?
Huh? How can you tell?
Your hairpiece. It's the jade-plumbed Silverwing, one of the 3 immortals of Hu Tao. Am I right or am I right?
How did... Sorry, who are you?
Let's just say I'm a fellow lady of culture. But alas, I'm in a rush today, so I'll have to say goodbye for now. I hope we meet again soon, Miss Temporary New Management.
Huh? Grandpa was right. Liyue Harbor is full of hidden talents. I would never have expected the average perfume customer to be so knowledgeable.
Director Hu, I gotta say, that outfit looks really good on you.
Why, thank you, Miss Yinger. I was just procuring some perfume from your fine establishment. Your temporary replacement provided a magnificent service.
Oh, that's good to hear.
Wait, Director Hu?
Hey, we're back. Thanks for watching the store, Madame Lan.
Miss Yingar, that person you spoke to just now. Who was that?
Hu Tao. Director Hu Tao of the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor.
Huh? But I thought she wore the funeral parlor uniform. With the Harmony hexagram hat?
I guess she just changed into something more festive for the festival.
Shoot! I was face to face with her. And I had no idea. Sorry, Miss Yingar. Something's come up. Please let the others know I had to leave.
Huh? What could possibly be so urgent?
And then she just ran off after Hu Tao. Weird.
Maybe she'll be at the funeral parlor.
Are you going to look for her? If so, could you take this with you?
Huh?
I just found it in the store.
Oh, that's a Rantan figure, huh?
Huh? Wait, isn't this one of those rattan figures?
Whatever it is, we don't sell them. So I'm guessing Madame Lan left it here by accident.
Yeah, well, she definitely makes these. Although, this one's pretty different from the one she made for the street fair. Plus, it has a sigil on it for some reason.
Not the kind of thing you see every day, that's for sure. It could be important, so if it does belong to Madame Lan, I'd like to get it back to her as soon as possible.
Plus, I believe that thing actually had the same outfit as Tameya's. Could that have been planted? Maybe?
Well, then let's head back to Wangsheng Funeral Parlor again. Whatever it's for, the sooner she gets it back, the better.
This is going to be a long video, I just know it. A rattan toy here. Yeah, look at this. That thing looks exactly like Tameya's outfit. I mean, really.
Bring it!
What? I see another one. I see another one of these. Watch out.
Hey, Miss Undertaker! Are Hu Tao and Madame Lan back yet?
Sorry, I'm afraid not.
I knew it.
Really? How strange. They were definitely heading this way. Maybe Hu Tao had another appointment. Any idea where we might find them?
If it was anything business related, I expect the director would have let me know. I was aware she had a meeting earlier today, for instance. But she doesn't keep me informed about her private affairs.
So you're saying Hu Tao is dealing with a private matter?
It's possible. The director seems to have had a lot on her mind lately. In the past, she'd usually show up to work in the mid-morning, but recently she's been getting here before the sun's up. She said she's had trouble sleeping and has been dreaming more than usual.
Trouble sleeping? Are we talking about the same Hu Tao here? That doesn't sound like her at all.
You might want to talk to our consultant, Zhongli. He's closer to her than I am.
Oh, good idea. How did we not think of that? So, where could we find him? Probably sipping tea somewhere, right?
He's just across the road on the second floor, watching an opera. If you listen carefully, you might be able to hear it.
I like the fact when she said those words, everything just cuts down. I'm still glad that the Chinese voicing here doesn't get cut off, but seriously.
Oh yeah, Paimon here's singing!
Yep.
Seems
That's
like
cool.
Zhongli is the only one taking it easy today. Let's go say hi.
Yep. I knew that voice familiar somewhere. That is Yujin. Remarkable, Miss Yun. I have breathed fresh life into an old classic, and I dare say, surpassed the original. You flatter me, Mr. Zhongli. I'm just glad my voice held out. I'm a little out of practice, and I am mad that both Zhongli and her is out of commission for the English for VA. I'm really got to change the voicing, hadn't I?
Nonsense, Miss Yoon. You were as stunning as ever. And if that was you out of practice, well, the official Lantern Rite performance is sure to be truly sensational.
Hey, Xiaoling! Hey, Yunjin! How's it going?
Wow, Traveler Paimon! What a lovely surprise. It's been so too long, old friends. Are you here for the opera?
Oh dear, what a pity. I'm afraid you just missed today's performance. And Miss Yoon needs to rest her voice now, or she'll strain it.
It's okay, Tea Master Liu. These two are good friends of mine. If they'd like to hear me sing, a few more minutes won't do me any harm.
Aw, thanks, Yunjin. But hopefully you don't think we came here just to show up late and demand a private performance.
Oh, of course not. I'm just guessing you're here for sure, Mr. Xiaoling, then. Oh, and how might I be of assistance?
Okay, so a friend of ours left something behind at a shop. We're trying to return it to her, and all we know is she's probably with Hu Tao. Any idea where Hu Tao might be?
The director is a free spirit who roams far and wide. She could be most anywhere.
Oh, great. Well, this is just fantastic.
Is it something important? The things she left behind, I mean.
That's the thing. We don't know what it's for, but we want to get it back to her as soon as possible, just in case she really needs it.
Oh, goodness! That's what you're trying to get back to her? But isn't that a pentad rattan?
Pentad Rattan. So you recognize this?
Haven't you heard? The word on the street is that the patriarch of the Feiyun Commerce Guild has fallen gravely ill. They say his family found an ominous-looking rattan figure in his bedroom, and there was a pentad fortune conveyance talisman on it. That cursed thing must have been put there to steal his good fortune. It's destroying his health, wealth, and every other good thing in his life. And based on the description, your rattan figure looks suspiciously similar. It could even be the one that... get it away from me! I don't want that thing anywhere near me!
Relax, it's fine. This one definitely belongs to Madame Lan. Besides, we've had it on us this whole time and nothing bad's happened to us yet.
Madame Lan, You mean from the Chenyu Vale Artisans Association?
Oh, now that would explain a lot. The Lans of Chenyu Vale practice Chi-Men magic. This Pentad fortune conveyance business would be right up their alley. This leaves only one question unanswered. Namely, why would the Lans of Chenyu Vale have a bone to pick with the Feiyun Commerce Guild?
What? Will you listen to yourself? You can't seriously believe all that. You'd sooner convince Paimon that Rex Lapis was a slime.
The latter is certainly more compelling theory. Master Liu, you appear to have been misinformed by these rumors, and also failed to notice that the Guyan sigil on this particular pretend figure.
Oh? Please enlighten me, Mr. Zhongli.
I'll try my best. This is the sign of Vaisravana, one of the 4 main exorcism sigils, a most upstanding and auspicious sign, by no means cursed. As a matter of fact, a series of fortune coins bearing this exorcism sigils recently entered circulation in Liyue Harbor. I am somewhat surprised that you didn't recognize it, Master Liu.
Oh, yes, of course, I remember now. Thank you for jogging my memory, Mr. Zhongli. I am humbled by your superior erudition.
This makes way more sense than Madame Long going around trying to curse people to death.
I guess the baton figure they found in his lordship's room must have been put there by someone in his family to bring good luck.
In that case, there's a good chance Madame Long also purposely left this behind to keep Timea safe and well.
In all likelihood, yes.
Guess we don't need to find her so urgently after all. We were just worried that losing this might have ruined her plans. But that said, what did she need Hu Tao for anyway? And what is Hu Tao up to that's keeping her so busy? Paimon has a bad feeling about it for some reason.
Any ideas, Xiaoling? The director's mind is a labyrinth I could not hope to comprehend. She probably has more things she has to think about than the rest of us combined.
Are any of those thoughts the kind that might keep someone up at night?
She has never mentioned it. But as the director of the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor, she has a solemn duty to balance the forces of life and death in Liyue. I would be surprised, and even a little unsettled, if she were truly as carefree as she appears. I agree. I've known Hu Tao for a while now, and for all her eccentricities, she takes pride in what she does. As her friends, we should just be there for her when she needs us. Indeed, the director's competence is the only reason I can afford to sit here and enjoy a fine cup of tea and listening to the opera.
Having a competent boss isn't an excuse to slack off, you know.
I think Mr. Xiaoling just means that you should have faith in Hu Tao. There's no need to worry about her so much.
Fair point. Somehow seeing how calm Zhongli is about the whole thing does make Paimon feel much more at ease.
You two ought to be enjoying the festivities. The Lantern Rite only comes once a year, so make the most of it. If you're still worried, take this. What is it? A fortune coin. It has recently become customary to give them as gifts. So in the spirit of the season, this is my gift to you.
Wow! Zhongli actually left the house with cash? Now this is a Lantern Rite to remember.
Goodness gracious! Mr. Zhongli, that looks like a very special coin you have there. Is that one of the fabled Rex coins?
Rex coin?
Oh god, no.
Yes. Look at the design on the face. It's quite different from the typical coins you see in circulation. It appears to be a symbol of Rex Lapis. There's no doubt about it. This is a Rex coin, which means it once passed through the hands of the Lord of Geo himself.
It's so stupid that no one even knows that Zhongli is the Lord of Geo. This is simply a curio I picked up from a street vendor, Miss Master Liu. Almost certainly a replica. But I can introduce you to the vendor if you are interested.
Oh, so it's just a souvenir then? I assumed it was a family heirloom of great value.
Traveler, please take this. May it bring you comfort when your mind is troubled.
So it's an anti-anxiety coin? How is that supposed to work?
Ah, well, even if the coin itself is a replica, the symbol of Rex Lapis is still genuine. And if the symbol is real, so are its effects. So as long as you have this coin, Rex Lapis will always be with you. Mr. Zhongli, would you mind showing me to the vendor from whom you acquired this coin? I wouldn't mind procuring a little of the Lord of Geo's good fortune for myself.
Very well. The walk will do me good. Friends, maybe meet again soon. By the way, I'll be performing the Sanctification of Tao Du on the day of the Lantern Rite. That's the one I was just practicing earlier. It's only a few days away now. I'd be honored if you could come and support me.
Oh, that's what you were singing just now? Paimon definitely wants to hear the full thing. We'll be there. We were actually learning about the 8 adepts earlier, but we never found out who the 3 beasts of Tao Du were.
Oh, really? Well, for starters, the 3 beasts of Tao Du are also known as the 3 immortals of Tao Du. They were the lone butterfly of the Crimson Flame, the Jade Plum Silverwing, and the golden-eyed Celadon Mare. 3 auspicious beasts with all with the power to take on human form. I'm not sure if it just clicked on me, but I do remember Lan Yan has a silver wing on her hairpiece.
Oh, so they really weren't human, huh? The lone butterfly sounds pretty self-explanatory, but what about the Silverwing and Celadon Mare? What kind of creatures were they?
Silverwing was a swallow, and the Celadon Mare was just a white horse. Legend holds that after purifying Tao Du, Silverwing and Wind Reader went wandering together, but the white horse retreated into seclusion. Have you ever read Moonlit Bamboo Forest? That story mentions a white horse that roamed in Jingxe mountain range. A lot of people think she was the golden-eyed Celadon Mare.
Oh, cool! So, what about the butterfly? What did they get up to?
If they were the butterfly, they might have died. Because, well, butterflies don't live long. The lone butterfly gave her life during the purification spell. She was the only one of the 8 to sacrifice herself in this way. Even though the 8 had remarkable powers, purifying a god of Tao Du's caliber was no mean feat. They had to resort to a secret art called the 7 and 8 Gates Array. The method involves obfuscating one of the gates so that evil can't escape. The lone butterfly was in charge of the gate that was chosen to be obfuscated. And so she disappeared from the world in the process.
Oh, that's so tragic.
But all was not lost. According to the legend, Old Man Wu Wang, another one of the 8 who looked up to her a lot, took up her mantle and kept her legacy alive.
Interesting. Huh. And then he taught that to the founders of the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor, right? Didn't they train under him?
You know what's funny? Hu Tao's abilities, and I do remember that when you do use most of her abilities, and I did her story a long ago, I guess. I'm not sure if I recorded that. Probably not. But she does have these flaming butterflies on her. So I guess that makes sense. Exactly. That's where it feels like fate came to play. After giving her life to restore order to the realm of the dead, some chance meetings ensured that future generations continued using her methods to guard the border between life and death. Although she herself disappeared from the world, her mission was to protect Li Wei is still alive and well. Thousands of years on, anyway, that's basically the whole story of how the 8 adepts purified Tao Du.
Now we finally have names for the full roster. Thanks, Yunjin.
My pleasure. I haven't performed this opera in a long time, so I still have a fair bit of brushing up to do before I'm ready. So don't practice too much or you'll tire your voice out. Thanks. I appreciate it. See you around.
Hey guys! Are you finally done? I've been waiting forever! Huh? Oh, Xiaoling, what are you doing here? Tracking you guys down, obviously. You really made me work for it, too. It's honestly a little rich that you're out here telling everyone else to take care of themselves and keep a good work-life balance when you are apparently too busy to eat. Keep this up and I'll have to drag you to the dinner table and force-feed you my delicious cooking against your will. Here we are. I present to you Chef Xiaoling's newest creation, Drunken Plums in Snow. You must be starving, surely. Go on, dig in.
Can I see the food?
Wow, this is so nice of you, Xiaoling. Paimon hadn't noticed how hungry she had gotten, but smelling that food is making Paimon ravenous.
I can already tell you've already depleted most of the leeway's food storage.
Sounds like you have a tough life, hey Paimon? Sometimes you feast, but sometimes the traveler lets you go hungry. You should ditch the traveler and hang with me from now on. You'll never go hungry again.
Hey, Paimon's my emergency food. Do not do that.
Ooh, now that is a tempting offer.
At least I've never charged you for a single meal. Enjoy enjoy watching her eat your whole business into oblivion.
Oh, come on! It's only one extra customer. I was only kidding. I know Paimon loves to eat, but I think it'd take more than food to pry her away from your side.
That's true.
Anyway, enough about that. Time for you guys to eat. Whatever your plans are after this, they'll go much better on a full stomach.
Okay, so that's actually the first freaking quest done here. And I'm not sure if there are any hidden characters here. But oh, we got a new recipe. Oh look, we got a new recipe in the process. Drunken Plums in Snow. And it's a, I guess an epic thing here. And that is freaking cool. Now, unfortunately for me, I don't remember if there's any, like, hidden characters in day 1. But hey, day 1 is probably day 1. Well, guys, I hope you really enjoyed this video of day 1 of Lantern Rite. And I believe during this time, I've actually accidentally initiated day 2. Because I wanted to find the hidden characters. But the hidden characters will be shown in a different video after this one. So, I hope you really enjoyed this part 1 of the Lantern Rite main story. So, thank you all for watching this video. And I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy this video, please give this video a like or dislike. And if you're new to the channel, you can support my channel by clicking that subscribe button if you enjoyed my content, my narrations, or my commentary. Who knows, right? Like, if you're a fan of Genshin, this is where it goes. This is where you're supposed to be at anyway. And it'd be greatly appreciated if you click the subscribe button to support my channel. And it'd be greatly appreciated. And as well as... Ooh, that's pretty. I will love you all for it. And it will help me and the algorithm for the YouTube as well. So, as always, happy Lantern Rite for those who play in Genshin. Also, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the new video. So, peace out, and happy Lunar Year.